All right. Yabba dabba doo, sports fans, and welcome again back to Coral Springs, Florida for this quarterfinal matchup of the Mrs. Hockey Invitational between your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite 12U girls Attanucci in their home gold uniforms and these very familiar EYHA Lady Dragons in the black jerseys with red pants and red trim. We've seen them several times this year already. And we're going to see them again here in this quarterfinal action of the Mrs. Hockey Invitational. So this one means something. You got to win to go on. If you win here, there are games early tomorrow morning. But we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. We've got to take care of business here first. So we've got 3 13-minute frames we need to play in order to determine who's going to move on to the semis in the morning. So Adam found the microphone plug-in. He's playing the music again. It's a home game for us, so he decided to take over the box and play some music. As the girls warm up here, we've got 1:30 left on the warm-up clock. They'll pick them up, put them away. We'll get the game underway. Since he's playing the music, I'm going to go on mute and come back when they're getting closer to puck drop. Thanks for being with us on a Sunday afternoon, and we'll be back shortly. All right, with 3 seconds left on the warm-up clock, they're going to pick them up, put them away. We'll get this game underway. Get my shout-outs out early because these games are usually tight, so we'll do our shout-outs. We got Holt on the bench with a melon still. You see her there in the foreground. Kylie, watching from home, with us in picture and in spirit. We wish you were here with us, hon, but you're not, so cheer on from afar. We'll send you some good wishes from Coral Springs, Florida. We've got the Howe boys playing 2 separate tournaments. Anthony's with the older boy, the younger boys with friends. We got Vaughn Shannon playing in Virginia Beach. We've got Aubrey Blinka's brother playing in Philadelphia. So we got our hockey family spread out all over the country this weekend. So hopefully if you're not watching one of those games, you're watching ours. Welcome to the broadcast. If I missed a family that's playing remote, my apologies. Try to catch the updates. So the girls are going to come over here and get some final instructions from Coach Attanucci. This is the first time he's coaching against EYHA this season. He's missed our prior games for other commitments, so he's excited to coach against this team. Pens in their home golds are going to go against EYHA. You'll see them in the black with red trim here. 3 13-minute periods. Goaltender Howe takes the long skate to my left. Zebra checks with Howe, checks with the scorekeeper, checks with EYHA Tendy, and here we go. Clardy, Shannon, Warner, Zivkovic and Betzler, and we're underway. EYHA picks up the puck, dumps it down the far wall. Zivkovic turns, can't get it past that player, takes it in behind the net. They look for a center, knocked down by Clardy. Clardy up the near wall. There she comes. She dances the puck, tries to dance the puck past, doesn't work. EYHA ahead. Zivkovic cuts that off. Sends it ahead to Clardy. Clardy around one. Clardy around another one. Can't get the shot off. Oh no, she did get the shot off. She got the shot off and it went low left. I didn't think she got it off, but she did. And just like that, 32 seconds into the game, Clardy bangs one home, and it's 1-0 Pens. I didn't think she got it off there, and she tucked it in the lower left side of that net. My apologies. So that's one. Stevens, Gaffney, and looks like Scarlatelli on the far side. Blanka and Bukovic. EYHA wins that one back. Send it over to the wall. Scarlatelli cuts it off, sends it in. You're going to have to chase that down. They send it over to the far point. Stevens hustling over on a new skate cut. Blanka fanned on it. Goes in deeper. Behind the net, Bukovic will chase that down. Bad bounce off the back wall. Gaffney has it now. Gaffney in the corner. Sends it up to the point, but not out. Blanka knocks that shot down. Puck bouncing, rolling. It's underneath goaltender Howe. And we'll get a stoppage. So we'll come to this near circle. Stick with Stevens. Gaffney and Scarlatelli. Blanka and Bukovic back. Stevens wins it over towards Scarlatelli. Here she comes. EYHA player fell down. Scarlatelli dumped it over to where Gaffney should have been, except Gaffney wasn't there. EYHA takes it back, sends it all the way down, and depending on the bounce, that will be an icing. So we'll get a wholesale change for the Pens. Out comes Dixon, Mrazek, and Claherty with Zivkovic and McVeigh. Dixon back on the ice after being sniped by Stevens this morning in the back of her calf. She got hit right at the bottom of the calf muscle where it joins the tendons there. So that's a tender spot to get hit as Zivkovic shoots. Misses near side into the corner. Mrazek chases it down. Mrazek tried to center for Scarlatelli, or I'm sorry, Dixon couldn't get it there. They're going to chip it past McVeigh at the point. That's going to go all the way down and be another icing. So we've got 11:25. We'll come back down here again. And we'll come to the near circle. Claherty will step in and take this one. EYHA wins that over. Mrazek chases down the wall. Dixon comes out of there with it, throws it towards the net. Goalie knocks that down behind. Kept at the point by Zivkovic. Claherty tried to skate over, lost the puck. Here comes EYHA. Lady Dragons through center. McVeigh back. Rips a shot. Howe deflects that to the near corner. Dragons turn, throw to the far wall. Point shot. Tipped, missed to the near side. They battle in the corner there. Claherty falls down. Dragons come out of there with it. Zivkovic blocked that shot. McVeigh up the wall to Claherty. Too far. Dragons hold the point. McVeigh up the wall again to the point. Bouncing puck. Howe steers that to the far wall. Dixon going over to pick it up there, and she will chop it back to center ice. Dragons ahead. McVeigh chopped that away. They pick it up near circle. Coming down the near wall. McVeigh pressuring backhand. Howe chopped that over to the far side. Claherty took it off of Dixon's stick. Dragons took it off of Claherty's stick. They turn and fire. Howe knocks that down in the near circle. A lot of rebounds early. Hope that doesn't come back and haunt us later. Shot. Stevens knocks it to the far wall. Stevens smacks at the ice and then smacks at the puck. Backhand. Howe knocks that to the near corner. Oh. Mrazek knocked down, no call. Shannon battling for it on the wall. Can't get it out. Stevens has it in her feet. It finally comes out to Shannon. Shannon kicks it ahead. Stevens kicks it ahead. Puck down the near wall. Stevens tapping her stick again. Puck loose on the wall. Stevens cut that off. Out to the point to Betzler. Betzler tried to throw it to the net, blocked by a Dragon. Warner comes in chopping. Betzler throws it in deeper into the near corner. It's going to go around the back of the net. Shannon will go apply some pressure. Up the wall. Stevens stops it. Dragons pick it back up. Chop it by Blanka, and that will be another icing. 9:17. We go to the far circle. Stevens is going to come off and let Claherty come out. Shannon, Warner, Claherty, Betzler, and Blanka. As Claherty's going to step in and take this draw in the far circle. She wins it to Warner. Warner tried to put it to Shannon. Shannon couldn't get a stick on it. It's in the corner. Now Betzler holds it at the point, at least momentarily. Shannon throws it across the ice. I'm a few seconds behind. Warner stops it on the far wall. battling with the Dragons player there, dumps it in deeper. Still battling. Still battling. Up the wall. They chip it up, Blinka holds it. Betzler throws it back down that wall. Dragons pick it up there. 3-on-2. Betzler cuts that off, reverses direction at the red line to Warner. Warner picks it up. Warner skating. Warner over to Claherty. Claherty loses it there behind her. She swipes at it. Dragons poke it back to neutralize. And Bukovic will pick it up in our defensive zone. Bukovic too far for Blinka, but it'll come out to Claherty. As Claherty drops it back to Bukovic. Bukovic tried to put it up to Warner, couldn't get it there. Here come the Dragons. Far side. Backdoor pass, too far behind that player. McVeigh skates over, chops at it, can't get it out. This time it'll be Claherty taking it out. Dragons player lost the stick. Comes up the near wall. Warner applying some pressure. Now the puck's going to go behind the net. Dragons going to take it there, around the back. Warner battling for it. Now behind the net. Scarlatelli too far. In the corner. Dragons pick it up there with 7:50 to go. Get the clock in sync next break. McVeigh chasing it down the wall. Claherty swipes at it. It comes through the goal mouth. Bukovic throws it into the corner. Now behind the net. McVeigh. It's in her feet. Whacking at it. They continue to battle along the wall. Stevens comes in. Stevens picks it up, and here she comes. Stevens looking up. Can't get a pass off. Circles back behind stripes. McVeigh throws it up. Can't get it out of the zone. Gaffney pushes it out finally, and here she comes. Gaffney loses the puck. They turn. Dump it in deep. In behind the net for Bukovic. Bukovic up for Scarlatelli. Too far. Dragons D to D. That pass cut off by McVeigh eventually as it was tipped. Dragons back at neutral ice. Backhanded in off one of their players. They go down the far wall, center open. Can't get it there as Bukovic stops the puck and they battle for it. Stevens swiping at it behind the net. She pushes it around the near corner. Dragons have it on the wall. McVeigh picks it up on the wall, pokes it past the Dragon and out. Where it's going to go in deep in the far corner. Bukovic picks it up there. Bukovic around the near corner, behind stripes. Puck loose, chipped back deeper by the Dragons. McVeigh, chipped by a Dragon. Dixon picks it up on the wall. Dragons have it near circle. Throw towards the net, cut off by Bukovic. She throws it off the near wall. Stevens whacked at it, couldn't get it. Dragon. Howe makes another save, goes to the end line, puck in the corner. Stripes lost sight of it for a second. Back to the point. D to D. Shot from there, bouncing puck, missed far side. Around the near corner. Near point shot, bouncing puck. Bukovic lets it go to the end wall. To tip it there would have been dangerous. Bukovic throws it back out. They should wave that off. They're not going to. I thought they should have, given that that EYHA player should have tipped it. So we're at 5:42. I'll get back in sync here. Yeah, now 5:41, but I'll get it next time. Kylie, the girls would appreciate the wishes if I had any way to tell them, so I appreciate the comment. Glad you're with us, honey. Claherty takes the draw, chips it over to Mrazek. Mrazek's trying to get it out of the zone. She does. And Dragons poke it back in deep. Betzler's going to chase it around. Take it behind the net, whip it around to the near corner for Claherty. Claherty's going to, she can't control it at the point. Howe's going to cover that one up. And Stripes reluctantly blows it dead. And we're going to get a face-off here in the near circle. Claherty's going to step in and take this draw. Puts it in Stripes' feet. She pushes it over to Betzler. Dragons take it behind the net now. Come around on the wraparound. Howe denied that one and covered it up. And with 5:11 to go, we'll get another draw. We're going to go to the far circle this time. We'll stick with Claherty, Dixon, Mrazek, Betzler, and Zivkovic. Claherty steps in. She comes out of there with it, loses it immediately. Backhand by Dragons. Player misses near side into the near corner. Mrazek chips it up the wall, but not out. Dixon picks it up. Dragons send it in deeper. Comes towards the net. Zivkovic picks it up. Zivkovic chops it around to the far corner. Claherty picks it up there. Claherty can't get it out as she knocks a Dragons player down with a forearm. This time it does come out. Back ahead to Dixon. Dixon overskates, drops it for Mrazek, who also overskates. Dragons reverse direction in front of me. Mrazek picks it up, sends it back the other way. Dragons send it back that way, and that will be... No, they waved it off. Should have been an icing. They waved it off. Clardy cut that off, kept it in the zone. Warner comes and bulldozes a girl. No call. Puck along the near wall now, in deeper. Zivkovic chops it around. Warner picks it up there. Loses it. Clardy takes it. Clardy near wall. Clardy loses the puck. Warner stops and picks it up. Clardy falls down. Into Shannon, who spins with a backhand. Misses near side. 4 minutes even to go. First frame. EYHA behind the net. They throw it up the wall. Bukovic holds the point. Sends it in deeper. Bukovic holds the point again. Sends it in. Shannon's going to chase it down behind the net. Shannon centers for Warner, who couldn't keep a stick on it. Stevens cut that off. Stevens turning. Throws it through the goal mouth. Shannon couldn't get a stick on it. Back to the point. Bukovic tries to hold. Does, as a EYHA player dives, trying to get it out and can't. Puck behind the net now. Up the wall. Odd bounce off the boards. EYHA player hit their own player in the throat. Now the puck goes behind the net. I'm going to chip it up, and Blinka can't hold. Stevens will regroup and pick it up there. Stevens back to Bukovic. Bukovic back to Stevens. Stevens with a little bit of room. She's got one EYHA player draped on her right shoulder. She falls down. It was a bit of an odd play. As the puck comes back to neutral ice, Bukovic picks it up there, bounces it ahead to Warner. Warner collides here at the red line. EYHA picks up the puck, comes back into the zone. She's going to get a shot off, goes high over the net. Shannon and Blinka back behind the net. Blinka fighting for it there. Blinka's going to take it to the far wall, where Clardy picks it up, going to take it behind stripes, behind the net. Clardy loses it right on the goal mouth, and they shoot, goes right across the crease to the far wall. Shannon picks it up there. This time it's going to be Shannon through neutral ice, dumps it ahead to Clardy way too far, and that will be an icing. So with 2:24, we'll come back down here. And we'll have Clardy, Scarlatelli, Gaffney, McVeigh, and Zivkovic, it looks like. We're going to get a draw here with Clardy. EYHA wins that one back. It comes through the center, shot, knocked down by Howe. It's loose, it's still loose in front. Howe has it in her catching glove, and she knocks it down. And we've got some extracurricular activity, and we're going to see an EYHA player go to the bin for extracurricular activity in front of the net. Got a little rough in front of the net, and she's going to go sit as a result. So the Pens are going to be on a power play here. We're going to come all the way back down here. Things got a little rough in front of Tendy Howe, and that Dragon's going to pay the price. He'll sit in the bin. So we're going to get Clardy, Stevens, Scarlatelli, Zivkovic, and Bukovic as we stack up here. Stevens cheated in, couldn't get her stick on the puck. Zivkovic has to hurry. They chip it by her, and she can't hold it. Now Clardy has to hurry back to cover. She gets back. Bukovic sends it back the other way. The problem is the momentum had moved the whole team down to that end of the ice, which is going to let the Dragons clear it again as they clear it up, as we retreat and regroup with 1:06 to go in the penalty. Bukovic ahead, too far for Stevens. Clardy tries to pick it up, can't. Dragons come back the other way with it. Short-handed, Zivkovic pokes it off her stick. Zivkovic tries to leave it for Stevens, too far. Girls just can't get grouped up on this power play. Stevens battling in front of the Dragons bench. Back to Bukovic, Bukovic to Zivkovic. Zivkovic tries to put it through to Stevens and gives it away. Oh, it's a bad giveaway by Bukovic. Breakaway short-handed. Oh, and she skied it over the net. So fortunate for a bad shot there, as Bukovic had a bad turnover, which led to a breakaway. Here comes Clardy with 30 seconds to go in the penalty. Clardy skating down the near side. Drops it for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli shot missed badly to the near side. Goes around. Stevens can't get a stick on it. I think the girls are just tired at this point, which is unfortunate because it looks like these Dragons have legs. As she gets around Betzler, comes in, backhand, Howe with a nice save. Betzler Betzler looking for an up pass, can't get it. Claherty wants it. She's not going to give it to her. She loses it down the far side. And that's going to do it for the penalty. We're back to even strength. As Claherty's breaking back to cover back. As the Dragons are going to break it out here. Warner jumps out for Claherty. As Betzler sends it to Warner. Dixon overskates. We got Mrazek out as well as Dixon falls down. Ahead to Dixon now. She lost it momentarily, regained it. Here comes Dixon. Warner to her right. She throws it towards the net, misses far side. 11 seconds to go. They battle for the puck along the wall with 7 to go. Here come the Dragons. 2, 1, shot. Howe with the blocker save, with a pad save, and that's going to do it. So we've played one. It's 1-0 Pens. Okay, hopefully I'm back with you now. I had to reset that. I'm hoping it's back. It looks like it's back to me. I have no way to know. Kylie, type it in the text if it's back. In the chat for me, please. I think it froze momentarily there at the end of the third period. But I think we're back now. So we've got Claherty, Dixon, Mrazek. Bakovic and McVeigh as Claherty takes the draw and EYHA wins it back. Claherty battles for it there. Dragons coming the other way. McVeigh pulls her down, no penalty. McVeigh up to Dixon. Dixon gains his own, dumps it. Megan, thank you. It's all back. I appreciate the comment. I know it froze there for a minute. I didn't catch it. I don't know how much action you missed. EYHA coming into the zone. Now Claherty picks it up, comes the other way. Claherty has Dixon. She's got a couple players behind her, but she's looking for that net. Throws it off the side of the net in behind. Dixon whacks, can't pick it up. Head pass by EYHA. They get around McVeigh. Shot. Howe with the blocker save. Through the blocker, stick. It sounded too loud for blocker. I think that was stick. As the Dragons are going to send it back in. McVeigh punches it back out, and when they punch it back in, they are offsides with 11:55. Yeah, I think it was stick too. Sounded too loud to be blocker. All right, we're going to go to the far circle. Going to draw here with Stevens. Warner falls down, Dragon falls down. They bring it in down the far wall. We're going to get it centering pass, too far for that player, into the near corner here. We're going to reverse it to the point. That was disrupted by Shannon. As the Dragons are going to chase it down into their end. We're going to throw it too far, odd bounce. Betzler's going to pick that up top of our zone. Betzler cleared, they brought it out, brought it back in. And that'll be an offsides as we're going to go to the far dot again. With 11:31 to go, second period. Stevens with the draw. EYHA pushes that forward. Betzler's going to pick it up behind the net, throw it around for Warner. Odd bounce off the wall. Warner can't get it by the point player as it goes into the far corner. Betzler's going to chop at it, can't get it out. Betzler chops at it again, can't get it out. Goes in behind the net now. Zivkovic's going to go battle. Colleen Warner picks it up there on the corner, on the wall. Warner can't get it out. Oh, Shannon with the shoulder. She got spun around as they throw that puck into the near corner. Where Zivkovic's going to pick it up, throw it up the wall to a Dragon. He tries to shoot, blocked by Warner. Shot again, kicked down by Betzler. Betzler throws it at stripes up the wall. Zivkovic throws it, cannot get it out. As they get it into the center, Betzler chipped that to the far corner. Off Betzler, back to the point. Turning, surveying, shooting. Knocked down by Stevens. Here comes Stevens. She has Shannon to her left. Stevens gets around one. You know what's coming. Shot, kicked high into the netting. And we've got a save, and we're going to come here to the near circle as we're going to get a wholesale change. Second period of the long change here. As we got Clawhardy, Scarlatelli, and Gaffney coming out with Blinka and Bukovic. Over into the corner. Dragons take it behind their own net. And backhand it up the wall to another Dragons player. Bukovic disrupted it, shot it into Gaffney. This time it's going to be Clawhardy. Now Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli brings it in. They send it back out. They chip it by Blinka. Bukovic covers her back, throws it back up the wall. Too far for Scarlatelli. Gaffney kicked it, didn't realize it. And here comes the puck, the far side of the ice. But the Dragons are going to be offsides with 9:52 to go, second period. So we will get a face-off on the dot outside the zone, far side of the ice. Clawhardy still with Gaffney and Scarlatelli. Dragons win that one back, D to D. Lazy pass up the wall. They're going to play a little dump and chase, but they're going to be offsides when they do. And we're going to come back here to this dot. So 9:44 to go. Face-off comes over to the wall. Blinka chips it out. Dragons send it in. Blinka turns, chips it. Can't get it out. They continue to battle there. Scarlatelli can't push it out. They overskate. And I think they're going to call that offsides. Zebra talking to the Lady Dragons coach. Stevens, Mrazek, and Dixon now. As the Dragons push that into the zone down the near wall. Backhand. Comes through the goal mouth. Howe knocks that to the far circle. Mrazek chips it up the wall, but not out. As they chip it in deeper, Bukovic picks it up. Bukovic backhands it to Mrazek. Mrazek whacks at it, and this time it does come out. Dixon intercepted it, but couldn't find it. Mrazek knocked it down. Now Blinka's going to skate over. Blinka's going to throw it up, try to hit Dixon. Can't, too far. Dixon's going to knock that player down. Dragons are going to skate. Oh no, Blinka held it momentarily. Dragons come out now as they chip it by Mrazek. Bukovic will go chase it down in the corner, no icing. Bukovic overskated. Comes through the goal mouth where Dixon picks it up. She dumps it in deeper, in behind the net now. Howe watches it go to the near corner. Where it goes back to the point where we get a shot blocked by Stevens off the leg pad. Another shot up high over the net into the near corner, 8:30 to go. Through the goal mouth, cut off by Bukovic. She throws it with authority to the corner. Centering pass cut off by Stevens. Here comes Stevens. Making a move here, trying to get around, trying to get a spot for a shot. She does. Goaltender kicks out to the near corner. Stevens whacks at it. They continue to battle in the corner. She gets it to Dixon. Dixon loses it behind the net. Stevens picks it up. Stevens throws it off the back of the net. Dragons pick it up, send it up the far wall. Dragons try to clear. McVeigh stepped up, held it momentarily, and here come the Dragons the other way. It looked offsides to me, but they are going to call it. With 7:50 to go for the second period. So McVeigh is going to hand the puck to the Zebra, and we're going to get Shannon, Clawhardy, Warner. Zivkovic and McVeigh. Clawhardy pokes it forward. Shannon overskated. McVeigh throws it back forward. Shannon can't get a stick on it. Dragons dump it in. McVeigh throws it out. Too far for Warner. Dragons are going to gain the puck, come up the near wall. Dragons skating into the middle, loses the puck into the corner, where Warner tries to throw it. It goes high in the air. Dragons chip it in deeper. Warner still can't get it out. Zivkovic turns. Zivkovic throws it across to Clawhardy. She just doesn't have the angle to get by that player. She does, but she loses the puck. She skates into the middle, leaves it for Shannon, who shot it, missed to the near side. Now the puck goes around to the far corner. They whack at it there. The Dragons are saying something to Stripes. Nets off the mooring. Stripes fixes it. Normally that would be a whistle. McVeigh turns and throws it not out. The lazy throw there did not get out. Shot up high over goaltender Howe into the near corner. Puck loose, Warner. Warner picks it up, sends it up the wall. That one did come out. They didn't call it offsides as Clawhardy's going to bring it the other way. Claherty loses it in the feet of a Dragons player. Claherty falls down. Not so sure that was a trip as much as she just fell. As Warner whacks at it, knocks a Dragons player down. Shannon. A battle on the wall. Blinka chips it in deeper. Blinka turns, centers. Betzler had it. It drifts over to Claherty now. Claherty throws it down the blue line out of the zone where Blinka's going to have to retreat. Betzler needs to hurry here. Betzler backhands it. It comes back to the blue line. Not sure it did come out, and it didn't. Dragons have it coming down the wall. Throw it towards goaltender Howe. Goaltender Howe has it under her pads and makes a save on a play that was deflected by her own player. Goaltender Howe with the save. And a last-minute redirect by one of our players. And now comes Steven Scarlatelli-Gaffney of Blinka and Betzler, 6:03 second. 1-0 Pens on a very early goal by Claherty. That puck comes through everybody to the far circle, where we're going to get a shot from the point. Knocked down, loose puck, shot missed to the near side. Centering pass, Stevens clears it to the wall. Gaffney's going to have to clear it out, and she does. Dragons regroup. Dragons send it in deeper. Scarlatelli picks it up. Here she comes up the ice. Up the far side, turning, leaves it for Gaffney. Gaffney, back to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli with the backhander, finds the top left corner of the net on a nice pass from Gaffney. And it's 2-0 Pens. So a little give and go there. Scarlatelli to Gaffney, back to Scarlatelli, and she backhand found the top left corner of that net. And just like that, it's 2-0 as Gaffney falls down in the celebration. So that's 2-0 on a nice goal by Scarlatelli. And we're going to get another draw here. Back to Bukovic. Bukovic over to Mrazek. Mrazek chips it up. Dixon had fallen down at the blue line, and the Dragons have it on the blue line. So I don't know. The stream looked a little slow there. Scarlatelli came into the zone, dropped it to Gaffney. Gaffney back to Scarlatelli on a give and go. And Scarlatelli backhand top left corner of the net. And it's 2-0. They battle here and neutralize. Dixon pokes it ahead. Claherty tried to sweep it ahead, couldn't. In the corner. All the way around to the far corner now. Well, the Dragons are going to pick it up, try to poke it ahead. Mrazek knocked it down. They continue to battle. Mrazek chips it in deeper. This time Dixon. Dixon turning. Dixon dumping. Dragons holding. Back the other way. Dragons player shoots it off her own player. Stripes calls it clear. McVeigh throws it to the wall where it's picked up by a Dragons player who turns, surveys, has a player breaking for the net, gets it there, couldn't hold it. That Dragons player skates over and beats McVeigh to the puck. Shot blocked by Claherty. In behind the net. Bukovic picks it up there. Bukovic sends it up to the point but not out. Dixon tried to block a shot, couldn't. Shot blocked by Claherty, and here she comes. She's got Dixon ahead. She throws it there but can't get it through. Waited a little bit too long to throw it, I think. Here come the Dragons the other way as they dump it into the near corner. Mrazek heads for the bench. Bukovic picks that up. Over skates. Sends it back the other way. Too far for Claherty. Shannon joins the play for Mrazek. It's loose in front of the net. Turn shot, miss near side. Still loose in front of the net. Poke to the near corner. This time it's going to be Claherty bringing it out. She's skating through neutral ice. She falls down, loses the puck. McVeigh. McVeigh has some space. McVeigh can't get a shot off. She loses the puck. Bouncing puck in behind the net now. All the way around. Dragons have it there. Dragons take it up the far wall. Turning, coming through the center of the zone, around everybody, around McVeigh, shot. Goaltender Howe pushes that to the far wall. Puck in behind now, behind Stripes, in behind the goal. Centering pass, cut off by Betzler. McVeigh behind the net, throws it up, nope, blocked. Puck loose, Betzler clears it over to the far circle. Dragons pick it up there, send it in deeper on the backhand. Betzler turns, can't control the puck under Stripes. Betzler still can't get it up the wall. Claherty overskates. Claherty flips it to the far corner behind stripes for Shannon. Shannon bounces it back to the line. It comes out. And Warner can't get a stick on. Claherty overskates, and here come the Dragons, 2-on-2. Round one. Howe with a nice save. McVeigh clears it off the doorstep behind the net. It's in the far wall. Shannon with 2:17 to go. Tried to put it over to Warner, couldn't. Shannon throws it in deeper now, as the Dragons are going to pick it up behind their own net. Stevens cuts that off. Stevens with a shot block, trickling puck over to the far side. Dropped in the circle. Dragons clear it. Past Blinka. They call it clean. Dragons player center. Blocked by Zivkovic. Here comes Gaffney. Gaffney gets it back to neutralize. Back to Blinka. Blinka backhands, gets it to Stevens. Stevens up the far side. Stevens off of a Dragons player. Scarlatelli picks it up, takes it in deeper. Scarlatelli back to the point to Blinka. Stevens cranks one, knocked down by a Dragon. She didn't get all of that one. Oh, bad turnover there. Zivkovic chipped it to a Dragon, but they got caught in the difficult change for the second period. So with 1:17 to go in the second, we'll come here to the near dot. The Pennsylvania girls up 2-0. Dixon, Mrazek, Claherty, McVeigh, and Bukovich. Mrazek fumbling it over to the near wall, where the Dragons hold the point. Dragons player's going to win the foot race to the near circle. Back to the far point. Dump it in deeper. Chase it behind the net. Dragons have it. They had a center open, but McVeigh got a stick on it. Tried to center Dixon, throws it behind the net. Still behind the net, now Mrazek, 54 to go. Mrazek up ahead to Claherty, too far. Dragons tip it back the other way, down the near wall. Bukovich. Ahead, now back to McVeigh. McVeigh's going to skate it. Claherty's going to cover McVeigh as she loses the puck. Mrazek picks it up. McVeigh picks it up back to the point to Claherty. Claherty shoots. Bouncing puck, misses far near side. Bukovich that never got there. Bukovich held the point now momentarily with 24 to go. Dragons send it back the other way. Claherty picks it up, takes it behind the net with 17 to go. Around to the point now. Dragons going to chase that down, no icing. Dragons chase it down with 9 to go. Mrazek provides some support. They want a penalty, and they're not going to get it. Mrazek's going to send it the other way, and that's going to be the end of the second period. Stevens, Shannon, and Warner. We got no clock. Okay, now it's going. As Shannon picks it up, comes into the zone. Shannon throws it towards the center. No Penguin there. Dragons cleared over to the far wall, where Blinka stepped up. Stevens sent it in, but thankfully it didn't go in because Shannon was offsides. Stevens got back to the line. Shannon sent it in. Just sloppy play right now as the puck battles into Shannon's feet and throw it in deeper. Dragons pick it up here at center ice. They're going to skate down with it into the corner. Centering pass comes through everybody over to the far circle. Shannon picks it up. Shannon stops, reverses direction. Shannon throws it out of the zone ahead to Warner. Warner throws it back in. Betzler's going to chase that down. Betzler's going to send it out. She's going to send it out so far that it will be an icing. So with 12:07, we'll come back down here. And we will get a face-off to Hiles' right, your left on the screen. Clardy, Scarlatelli, and Gaffney. With McVeigh and Zivkovic on D. That quick shot off the draw, covered up by goaltender Howell. So we'll go to the same circle with the same players, different time on the clock, and do it again. This time the puck dribbles along the end line. We get a shot that goes through the goal mouth to the far circle. And here comes Scarlatelli. She's got Clardy coming with her. She's going to probably need to keep this, though, as she dumps it in deeper. Clardy was well covered. Puck in behind the net now. Clardy tries to center. Can't. They're banging, they're chipping. Clardy again throws it in front, but it goes to a Dragons player. McVeigh at the point. McVeigh throws it to a Dragons player. And that one's going to come out as Zivkovic regroups. She sends it in, but Clardy was well offside. Zivkovic didn't wait for the zone to clear. And that's going to be an offsides. So we'll come to center ice. Stevens, Dixon, Mrazek. Zivkovic and McVeigh. 11:30 to go. As the Dragons kick it forward, McVeigh picks it up, sends it back up the wall to Dixon. Dixon strong arms a Dragons player, but they send it back the other way. Zivkovic picks it up, skates in front of her own net, throws it up ahead to Dixon. Dixon can't get a stick on it. Dixon does get a stick on it this time, and the Dragons are going to throw it back the other way. Zivkovic picks it up there. She throws it dangerously through the goal mouth. Dragons pick that up. Now they have it at the point. Shot. Stevens knocked it down. Might have went over the net. Stevens knocked it down, and Howe had to react. All the way behind the end line now, Zivkovic. Zivkovic around for Mrazek. Mrazek up the wall. Mrazek going to get it out. Going to keep coming with it up the wall. She has Dixon breaking. Mrazek loses it into the corner. Puck behind the net now into the far corner. Out to Stevens. Stevens turns, throws it towards the net, hits a Dragon. Mrazek pokes it into the corner. Mrazek picks that up, throws it in deeper. Dixon's going to go battle. Back to Mrazek. Mrazek throws it in deeper into the corner. Dixon's going to go dig it out there. Stevens is going to step over. They're going to chip it by everybody. And that'll go down for an icing. So with 10:06 to go, we'll come back down here. And we'll get another draw in this end. It'll be Shannon, Warner, Clardy with Blinka and Bukovic back. As Clardy's going to step in and take this draw. No clear winner there as the Dragons throw it by Blinka at the point. She retreats. Gives it away to a Dragons player who can't keep a stick on it. Blinka turns. Puck still loose. Dragons have it. Still loose. Dancing. Backhand from there. Throws it through the goal mouth over to the far corner where the Dragons will pick it up, throw it behind the net. Clardy up the wall. Not out. Warner going to dig for it. Warner does poke it out. And here come the Dragons behind the net. They send it, and that will be an icing. So at 9:26, we'll come back down here for another face-off in our offensive end to the right of the goaltender for the Dragons. Stevens out there with Scarlatelli and Gaffney, Zivkovic and Betzler will come out for this draw in our offensive end. 2-0 Pens, 9:26 third period, quarterfinal game. Stevens over to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli to Zivkovic. Zivkovic shoots, misses near side. They battle along the near wall. Gaffney. Dragons player's going to pick it up, chip it by everybody, and back to neutralize. As Gaffney backhands it back into the zone. Dragons send it back out. Stevens picks it up. Stevens throws it into the far corner. Dragons will win that race past Scarlatelli. Zivkovic chipped it into the center, but there was nobody there. The player's going to get pushed by Gaffney back around the net. Stevens picks it up. They turn and shoot. Dragons have it. They're coming in on a breakaway. Betzler needs to hurry. Betzler lifts the stick, separates it from the puck. Zivkovic throws it to the near wall. Dragons hold. Betzler is going to send it, and that's going to... No, they wave it off. They wave off the icing. Dragons pick it up in their end. Send it ahead. Bukovic cheats over. Can't get there fast enough. Dragons player pushes it into the corner. Mrazek battling. Mrazek comes out of there, sends it off the Dragons player into the near corner. Back to the point, shot from there. Bouncing puck, misses near side. Dragons pick it up in the far circle. Turn, reverse on Bukovic. Bukovic gets a stick on it. Clardy. Clardy picks it up, sends it up the wall, but not out. Dragons send it in deeper. Around to Bukovic. Dragons, shot blocked. Dragons, shot. Clardy picks it up. Clardy's going to skate it this time. She'll get it out. We'll see what else she can do with it. Clardy loses the puck. Back to the point where Bukovic picks it up. Bukovic throws it into Mrazek's feet. Dragons gain the zone. Dragons come all the way down. Can't get a shot off. Back to the point. Dragons player throws it in deeper into the corner. Round behind the net, Dixon. 7:19 to go. Back to the near circle. Shot. Goaltender Howell has that in the glove. And we'll go to the far circle. 7:14 to go. Third period. 2-0 Pens. Stevens, Shannon, Warner, Betzler, and Blinka. Stevens will step in for this defensive zone. Stevens comes out of there with it to Warner. Warner can't clear. Down the wall, Blinka. Blinka chips it. Warner knocks it out into the center of the zone. The Dragons golf it. Stevens golfs it the other way. This will be on Shannon's stick. Shannon can chip it out, and here she comes. Warner's going to catch up to it first. Warner tries to get it back to Shannon, can't. They leave it off. Stevens gets a stick in there, but the Dragons come back the other way. Blinka got turned. Dragons player's going to get a shot off. Howell's going to make that save. Puck's loose. Dragons bounced it in. Earlier in the game, I said there were a lot of rebounds, and those rebounds came back to haunt us as the Dragons cleaned up the messy ice and banged it in high on the blocker side on goaltender Howell. Just like that, it's 2-1. 6:39 to go, third. So that certainly tightens things up a little bit here in the quarterfinal. As Clardy steps in. Dragons push it down. I'm going to beat Blinka to the puck. Blinka gets her skates there. Blinka pulled down, no call. Dragons send it. Clardy. Clardy and 4 Dragons back. It's never deterred Malia. Here she comes up the near side. She turns, circles, loses the puck. Dragons have it on the far wall. They're going to turn and backhand it. Blinka's going to hold the point. Throw it in deeper. Puck behind the net now. Dragons reverse direction up the far wall. Dragons send it. Oh, it's a Dragons player spun Betzler around. Howe with a big save, throws it to the end wall. Gaffney gets it out. Clardy chips it ahead. Clardy collides, chips it again. Puck comes back in. Dragons have it on the far circle. Shot. Howe knocked that one down, and this time she was able to cover it. And we get a whistle with 5:37. So Stevens will come out with Dixon and Mrazek. Zivkovic and McVeigh. Going to go to the far circle for this defensive zone draw. Stevens will step in and take this one. Up by 1. Dragons back to the point. Shot from there, deflected. Howe got her Tendy equipment down. Stop that one. So we'll go to the same circle, same players, different time. And drop it again. Stayed on the dot. Dragons put it back, same point. D to D. Dixon couldn't stop it. Stevens can't stop it. They come in shot, blocked by McVeigh. Into the corner, puck loose through the goal mouth, over to the far corner. Back to the far point. Shot from there, bouncing puck, hit her in the pad, and she gave up another rebound, and they had a loose puck. It's still loose. Point player cheats in, shoots. Howe pushes it to the far corner. Chips it back to the point. This time Zivkovic picks it up. Zivkovic will clear it up to Dixon. Dixon has 2 Dragons back. Dixon still skating with it. Gets a weak shot off, misses near side. 4:49 to go. Stevens sends it in deeper. Dragons pick that up. Stevens cuts that off. She's trying to find some space. Stevens gets a shot off, rolling puck. Didn't have a lot on it. And we're going to get a stoppage with 4:37 to go. Third period. Pens up by 1. Coming to the near circle. Flaherty, Shannon, Warner. Blinka and Bukovic. Flaherty wins it over to Warner. It gets stuck in her feet. Bukovic sends it in deeper. Shannon's going to go provide some pressure, but the Dragons are going to come out of there with it. Dragons up the far wall. Head pass. Bukovic back. Shot. Howe with the rebound over to the far corner. Centering pass comes through everybody. Warner picks it up. Warner on 2. She's got 1 trailing her. Warner loses the puck at the blue line. Turns, regains. They battle along the wall. Warner falls down. The girl whacks Warner with the stick. No call. That's going to be offsides. As Warner got whacked. Zebra's talking to her. That doesn't do any damn good. You got to throw her in the box when she whacks. Talking to her means she just got away with it. Flaherty steps in. Shannon up the near wall, sends it in towards the net. 3:57 to go. Up to the point. Dragons hold, throw it. Back to neutral ice. Bukovic chips it. Shannon chips it in. Down the near wall. Dragons send it out. Through everybody. They wave it off. Dragons center. Bouncing puck, still loose. Still loose. Dragons have it. They turn. Get it out to that player who shoots. Knocked down by Blinken. Flaherty clears. And it'll be slow enough that it should not be an icing. And it won't be. Dragons behind their own net. 3:16 to go. Up the far wall. Zivkovic holds up the player. Puck in the corner. Center, they're there. Puck loose. Open net. Howe got some equipment on it. Now Warner's going to pick it up. Warner's going to skate the other way. She's going to need to just dump it at this point. Flaherty's trying to dump it. Flaherty gets upended on the wall. Malia needs to get up. I know you're frustrated, but they're not going to call it, so you better get up and get back in the play. Down the near wall. Stevens dove in order to poke that puck. It went to the center. Betzler poked it off a stick. Back to neutral ice. They wait for the zone to clear, and here they come. They go around Betzler. Puck high in the air over to the near circle. Puck high in the air again, back to the point. Scarlatelli can't clear. Net still full, 2:17 to go. They clear it back. Got to think that Tendy's coming at some point here. Not yet. Zivkovic can't clear. Zivkovic picks it up, chips it up the wall. Scarlatelli can't get there first. 2 minutes even to go. Dragons player sitting on the puck. Puck loose now, Zivkovic. Oh, they got it in the near circle shot. Stevens knocked it down, can't clear. Stevens picks it up this time, and it got tipped by a Dragon, so there's no icing. She shot it right at a Dragons player, no icing. 1:42 to go. Wholesale change for the Pets. Comes through everybody. Flaherty, get to the red line and dump it. She does. She didn't dump it, though. There she goes, dumping it. She shoots it on net into the far corner. 1:26 to go. Centering pass. Mrazek needs to step over there and pick it up. She dives. Flaherty has to wait for it to clear. Dixon gets out, and Flaherty dumps it. 1:18 to go. Here come the Dragons. You got to think that Tendy's coming. Penguins pick it up and come the other way. Tendy's coming out. We got an open net. Bukovic sees it. She can't get there. She pushes it down as the Tendy dives to get back in the net. Puck loose. They're going to send it. They're going to call it an icing and bring it back the other way. That's a big icing call with 55.9 to go. They're going to bring it down to the far circle to the right of the EYHA Tendy. She's got some type of issue with her goaltending equipment. They're buzzing the horn for some reason. I think we got a timeout called here. I didn't think there were timeouts in the round robin play, but apparently they're going to give them one. Oh, that's true. Kyle just reminded me we're in bracket. I'm not paying too much attention here. Yeah, no, they do. I think you do get timeouts in the bracket. She whacked at either Warner or Claherty down here and should have been a penalty. And instead of calling the penalty, he talked to her on the bench, which just means she got away with it. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. If it's worth talking to her, it's worth putting her in the box. So we got a timeout here with, it should be 54 seconds left. They switched to a 1-minute timeout clock here when they call those timeouts. So we're going to go down to our offensive zone with, we'll see how much time's left when the timeout expires. And it did, which will bring us back to, as soon as he turns the buzzer off, 55.9. I'm a few seconds ahead. I'll try to get it caught up. So out comes Claherty, Mrazek, Dixon, Betzler, and Zivkovic. 55.9 to go. Goaltender Howell to my left. Obviously the Dragons Tendy stays in. I'm back in sync as much as I'm going to be. Dragons behind the net. You know that tender's coming when she gets a chance. Let's not give her the chance. Here she comes. Dragons up the near wall. And behind the net. 6-on-5 action. Back to the point. Net empty. They clear it. They got to wait for the zone to empty. Apply some pressure, girls. There it is. Betzler. Betzler throws it out. They send it in. Down the near wall, 24 to go. They try to send it out. It's going to come on Howe. Howe's going to have no choice but to cover it, which she will for a face-off with 19.4. Now we're going to stay with Dixon, Claherty, Mrazek, Betzler, and Zivkovic. 19.4. Claherty. They clear it. It's drifting. It's going. It's rolling. And it makes it into the empty net for the goal. I didn't see who threw it. Kendall Betzler throws it to the empty net. And that'll do it. That'll make it 3-1 as Tendy goes back to the net with 11.1 to go. Betzler with her second dribbler of the day. But it's all that matters is that's going to make it 3-1 with 11.1 seconds to go. And your Penns Elite girls are going to survive the quarters and move on to the semis. Scarlatelli is going to step in and take this draw. Shannon pushes it to the wall. And that'll do it. Quarterfinals are over. And your Penns Elite girls beat the EYHA Lady Dragons 3-1 when it counts. And send them home early from the Mrs. Hockey invite. And we live to play tomorrow morning. So bring you the handshake action. We'll be back in action early tomorrow. I think it's either 8 or 8:30 we'll start. Watch your sports engine, watch your texts. It'll be another early game tomorrow. Game number 6 for these girls. So as always, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we will be in action tomorrow morning. Martin Luther King Day, bright and early.